wanna see your motherfucking seas, baby. Yeah, check. Hold up, you make millions? That's a wild claim. Got no proof, just fantasies attached to your name. You said you're the king, but a king needs a throne. All I see is a dude on a mic talking alone. You got no pen work. That's ironic to hear when your bars sound like they were written in fear. Every line is a playground insult, nothing complex. Just you trash, you bad, and repeating the flex. You said I use ChatGPT, that's your favorite defense. Cause attacking the writer ain't attacking the content. If the bars hit hard, then the bars hit hard. You can't dodge every point by ignoring the charge. Talking about crowds, throwing tomatoes at me. But imaginary audiences don't make victories. You keep mentioning monkey, light speed, and scorp like you need 3 other names just to strengthen your force. Scorpion killed you with venom, where's the body at? I'm still here dropping verses while you're recycling that. 3 diss tracks later, and you counting those scores. That's what people do when they got nothing more. You told me touch grass, but you stuck in the comments writing whole verses about people you call irrelevant. If I'm really that trash, why you spending your time? Guess I live in your head without paying a dime. Your whole track was bragging and name dropping friends. No breakdowns, no angles, no message to send. You call me garbage repeatedly, hoping it stick, but repetition ain't a substitute for being slick. So here's the difference between me and you. I attack what you say, not the image you use. You claim you're a king, then act like one instead. Cause right now your crown looks borrowed and your kingdom looks dead. Next time bring evidence, not fantasies.
They gon' wanna see your motherfucking
Yeah,
vein.
because I make millions as a punchline until somebody proves it.
Alright, bringing the second beat. Nas' response got me laughing. 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks. Took 2 weeks just to drop a track. That sounded like the Heart Part 6. Except this time, instead of defense, you just came with hypocritical angles the entire track. Alright, let's go. 2 weeks for a reply and it's the best you got. Whole time I was waiting, you were typing on bot. Talking about my pen, but your pen ain't real. If ChatGPT wrote your verse, then what's the skill? You call me fake, but you use in the same lane. That hypocrisy loud, I can hear the shame. Claim you're king, but you outsource the crown. That's a rented identity every time you come round. Every bar you just drop feel pre-generated. No emotion, no craft, just lines inflated. If creativity died, then you probably cremated it. Cause everything you write, look, pre-activated it. Yeah. Let's talk battle since you wanna act bold. PBM revived, had you folded and exposed. 2 tracks from you, then he answered with 1. And still had your whole kingdom coming undone. Then you dropped again like it changed anything. But the damage was done from the first swing. 3 diss tracks deep and you still lost the war. That's not domination, that's just keeping score. And don't forget how the crowd saw it clear. 1 verse from PBM had your ego in fear. You overcooked aggression, undercooked skill. That's why every replay still gives people chills.
Then you went after Magma, King Hater Rex, right? 4-minute diss, no reply in sight, not even a response, not a single word back. Your enemy looked at you and didn't react. That's worse than a loss, that's being ignored. Like your whole presence ain't worth going to war. Even your hater said nah, I'm good. That silence hit harder than your strongest hook could. Imagine this is someone who won't even care. That's not intimidation, that's thin air. You built the whole track for a ghost in the mist, and he treated your efforts like it didn't exist. And now you talking creativity, be serious, stop. When your whole pen depends on AI prompts. You don't build verses, you just generate noise. Then act surprised when you ain't respected by boys. Originality gone, replaced with a tool. Would you still wanna preach like you breaking the rules? If the software turned off, would you still have a voice? Or just silence and panic with no other choice? BBM revived already showed what's real. He didn't need shortcuts just to close the deal. And Double Scorpion 2 got exposed in the same breath. That's 2 losses on record you still try to forget. So before you talk kings, better check what you are. A reused AI script trying to play superstar. But the truth in the end is painfully clear. You didn't get outplayed, you got out-engineered. Hey.